What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another No Limit drag racing video. Now, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than we normally do. So first of all, we're going to be building something so crazy that you're going to have to stick around towards the end of the video to be able to see what it is. So first of all, what we're going to do here, we're going to go into the dealership. Now, what we're trying to do is build something just so crazy, something that hasn't been done yet. Now, we actually have a KAT-SEVEN2 here. She's going to be helping us with a build. You want to say hey?
Hi, guys.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be picking one of these vehicles. So what we have to do is build the craziest vehicle we could possibly build with everything that's in the game.
Okay.
But it has to work. So it can look crazy, but it has to work, okay? So we're going to be building a bracket car, a 890 bracket car. It's something I love building because they're so easy to, get to do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we choose like a modern vehicle or a older vehicle? What do you think? So modern, retro, prestige, or actually the prestige I think you have to buy. Yes, we won't be using one of those for this. Also, I don't know if you can customize them the way we're going to.
Okay, let's go with a retro car.
Okay, so you want
an older car.
Okay, so a retro car, so an older car. So I guess we just need to I'm just gonna skim through here. We're gonna choose a car, you guys, and we'll see you in a second. Okay, so we figured out what car we're gonna be using here. Now we are gonna buy the strip version of this. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you want to get around not spending so much gold when you are tuning your vehicle, best thing you can do here is just buy the strip vehicle for 150,000. So now that we made our purchase, we have our vehicle. Sad thing is, this vehicle is honestly set up to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
But now what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and just change everything. And all right, so now we are in the suspension setup of the car. This is where we're going to make a little bit of magic happen. So let's go ahead and get the car, completely upgraded as far as the suspension goes, stiffness, all that. We can now make our adjustments we need to make. So as far as the clearance, we just need to make something really, really crazy. I don't even know what we're going to make here. What are we going to make? Oh man, a squatted Corvette. I don't think we need to do that. Let's see. What do you think is going to look crazier? Lift it off the ground like this, down in the front. What do you think?
I think lifted.
Lifted?
I think that looks crazy.
A lifted Corvette. Okay, so we're going to make a monster truck Corvette in No Limit drag racing here. So our suspension, everything's all the way up. Now, like I said, this vehicle won't perform the best if you're trying to go really fast. But it's going to work really good if you're just, running it in like a 890 bracket class, because you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be pretty consistent and have your car set up, pretty close to that 890 time. Now, what we're going to do here, our bump and everything, I guess we'll just leave that the same. Our extension. Now, we want to adjust these settings to be outward to make the tires, appear like they're towards the end of the car. So, we're going to do that. Okay, we have a lifted Corvette now in No Limit Drag Racing 2.0. So, let's go ahead and make a few more changes here. We're going to go into upgrade. Okay, now what do you think we should do on our wheels here? Make them big?
Yeah, make them big. They're
okay.
Like really skinny for
they are.
A lifted look.
So what if, okay, so we could do like an upgraded wheel with like, really big tires and rims. Or what if we go really, really tiny? I don't know how small you can go with wheels in here. Let's see. Oh, wow, we can actually go to a 25. I don't think that's going to look the best for a lifted build. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and just make this all the way up here. 35s, that's where we're headed for. Okay, so 35's there. That's as big as you can go. Yeah, now the width, let's see. Should we make them wide? How wide should we go?
Wide.
Okay, so 21. That's what it's going to be then. 21, there we go. And our rims, we're just going to make them huge. We're just going to make them as big as you can. All right, now we're going to adjust our width. We need them as wide as they will go, so that's going to be a 21. Let's go ahead and do that all the way up right there. Okay, look at that. Oh my goodness, that tire on the front is honestly so wide. It's crazy. So let's go ahead and do our rim diameter all the way up to a 28. Right, let's see right there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and buy that. Yeah, those are some big rims. What do you think? So what do you think about my car? Looking pretty good, I guess. It's got some wide wheels. Oh my goodness, that setup on that suspension though. Okay, we're going to go to ET Streets because those actually have some tire tread. Actually, are these just streets on the back? I want them to match the front, so that's what we're going to do. We just lost so much grip right there. But hey, at least our wheels match. Now, we do have a wheelie bar that is going to become pretty much non-existent in this build, so we might as well take that off. Okay, now, they did have this car set up for nitrous. I think I'm going to change that, and we may do a turbo setup. I prefer turbo or pro charger. That's just kind of what I like using. Let's see. Now, this is going to be an 890 car, so it is going to take a little bit of tuning to get it where we want it.
I've never made an 890 car.
Yeah, I know. You need to make one. That way you can get out there and do some bracket racing.
Yeah, I know.
Now, we're going to do some crazy exhaust here. What should we do? The hood exit, the side exit, or the normal? Should we do hood exit? I never use that. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That thing looks crazy. The paint job on this car kind of goes along with what we have going on with it. Let's see. For our transmission, we're going to do a 3-speed. I like to tune around a 3-speed when I am building a bracket car. Okay, now for the moment of truth, the moment everyone's been waiting for. It's finally time to drive the car. Now, this is going to be our first initial drive. We don't know how this thing's going to go, but we're going to give it a shot right here. So here we go, the Monster Truck Corvette in a No Limit Drag Racing 2.0. Now, I don't know if you guys have, kind of figured this out, but if you go into like that 890 bracket class and you kind of start playing around in that, you can really, kind of do whatever you want to your vehicle and still achieve that time. Whereas if you want to go really, really fast, I doubt you're going to be able to build a lifted Monster Truck Corvette and be able to just, run a 5.6, 5.7. Now, if you figure that out, please let me know, because I'd like that tune. But until then, I feel like the bracket class is kind of what I like to mess around in, because you can kind of do whatever you want as far as like suspension setup on your car. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get our burnout right here, 125. That's just what I like to tune around. You guys know that. Those of you that watch my videos all the time know that I like 125 degrees when I am doing my burnout. So let's go ahead and get staged up right here. Now, I don't know what this car is going to do.
Yeah,
it can't do very good at all. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it might surprise us. Let's see.
Up. Of course, up. Straight does a wheelie. Okay, so we're going to have to make some changes to that. Fix that. Oh, and it is a 3-speed. Okay, and it's fairly slow. I've slowed it down a pretty good bit. I don't know what our top speed's going to be. Okay, so we hit like a 144 right there. Our top speed's probably set up a lot higher than that. We ran a 1222. Okay, that's
so slow.
That's so bad. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make some changes now. Let's see our computer and everything. Our shift light, I'm gonna put that at about 9,500 RPMs. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that right there. Let's see, going down. All right, so I made some adjustments to the weight of the car. I got it moved forward just a little bit, so hopefully we won't do any more wheelies. All right, so here we go. Okay, we didn't pop a wheelie at first. Okay, now we're doing a wheelie. So we're going to have to go forward even more with that weight center of gravity. All right, we're going to go ahead and re-race right here. Yeah, we got a quicker time that time. So we're going to go ahead and try a 58 on that weight adjustment to see if that really gets us where we want to be. Okay, it didn't pop a wheelie, so that's good. That's good. Kind of learn where my shift points are going to be for this car. And then I need to make some adjustments for that transmission. Oh, man, we are rolling now 164 on that top speed. So we got a 8.559, so that's pretty close to where we need to be for this car. Let's go ahead and go to a re-race here. Our launch is set to about 5,500 RPMs. Now, in my opinion, you're going to want to set that, launch RPM 5,500 to 6,000, maybe even more if you can, because you want to be able to get off the line really, really good when you are bracket racing. It's just as important to get a good reaction time as it is to not break out. Now we're going to make our first adjustments to the transmission right here. If any of you out there watching this would like to copy any of this, be sure to just pause the video right here and kind of get these settings. Now I will make a, updated video of all the settings here, like a finalized tune for this car as far as running in the bracket 890 class. If you guys want me to, be sure to drop a like and I'll get that video to you guys. Okay, now we made our adjustments to the transmission. I put the top speed at like 162. Or I think it was 161, because we did top out at 163, and then we ran like a 8.55. Oh, man, we're doing a wheelie now. That's crazy, because we weren't doing a wheelie before. I changed the gearing a little bit, but I still don't feel like that should have made us do a wheelie. Okay, we ran a 9.2. Let's go ahead and adjust some weight to the front of the car now. We're at 60 now rather than 58. I went up twice. We may have to go back one if we feel like it's not helping us enough. Okay, I pretty much had to adjust the weight of the car all the way forward. So like that center of gravity, little slider, it's all the way forward at 70 because the car kept popping a wheelie for some reason now. Maybe it's because I changed the gearing. All right, let's see what happens right here. I made some more adjustments to the car with the transmission, hoping to get a little bit better result here out of the old Corvette. Okay, now that third gear, oh man, it climbed pretty quickly then. All right, let's see what we get. I have a feeling it's going to be faster than an 8.9. Okay, so that's actually not too far off. We got an 8.84 there, so we can probably make a little bit of a weight adjustment to get that 8.90. So let's go ahead and go to upgrade here. We're going to go to the weight of the car. That's something you always want to consider changing. Say if you're having trouble getting the car to slow down a little bit, go ahead and make the car heavier.
I would have never thought of that.
It's a really, really good little trick to use. All right, let's go and get staged up right here. We're going to test out that little bit of weight we added to the car. Okay, go ahead and shift there. I'm going to have to change up that transmission just a little bit to get it where we want it to be. All right, so we slowed the car down. We are now in the 8.9s, so that's really, really good. I'm going to change up the transmission a little bit to get the car to do exactly what we want. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video right here because, as you guys know, tuning can take a long time. So I'm going to mess around with this car, get it dialed in, just in case you guys do want the Corvette monster truck tune here in No Limit Drag Racing 2.0. So I guess you could say this is like our first monster truck in a No Limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our first monster truck. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. KAT-SEVEN2 is going to say her goodbyes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.